Well, they've got slightly different weather conditions as we kick off on Icebox, and that's not the greatest start with CHICHOO already going down.
Yeah, losing out on their Killjoy. A lot of space behind them's now wide open for Gen.G to take. So they've got to be a little quicker or move back towards the site, make this a brief site take. Instead, it's going to be much faster as they look to fight on the site. Meteor good for one at least, keeping numbers in favor, but Haodong, this man was impressive, able to constantly get behind enemies, but this time he's taking them head on. 3 kills already, and EDG are back in the round. A 4th just around the corner with Munchkin so desperately low, but Haodong falls. Texture putting up one hell of a fight. Connections, another with the headshot on Smoggy, and nobody, 68 HP. Texture's gonna find it hard to get him dropped with 2 bullets left. He needs to be precise, and he has no idea where nobody has snuck off to. Texture creates some space to pop the reload, back to 6 bullets. A bit more spam ability, and he's right in the corner!
Only going into the next. Obviously, again, the real benefits of their composition.
Trouble. I wonder if even an element of that is looking at previous Iceboxes and seeing this wasn't a preferred weapon. With Kankan down, that rifle can still be retrieved and used later on. And really, you got to think about damage. You got to think about the game damage. That's the name of the game here.
Either way. We are going to see them building up back towards this A site again. Nice work from Haodong to at least be able to find one. And in this 2v4 situation, it is not looking good. It is not looking good. Really needs to get something. Really needs to get something here.
30 seconds.
And now Karon is the only one remaining. And 1 versus 3. Try and turn this. They planted in an audacious spot. I guess expecting him to come around on the flank. This man has been a real showstopper when it comes to Gen.G's success, and he might be able to get a second player planting. Definitely got a little bit tight for a second there. Looking to try and isolate one of these duels, faking out the sound, but now know exactly where he is. Needs to try and drop one of them.
Economy is stacked. You've got 3 players floating around.
The moment will be that we see Gen.G kind of stack up a little bit over on towards that A site. It's what this composition for the side of EDG really relies upon, is these A-site hits, because again, it can be quite difficult without having a straight-up blockade of something, like a cove, or even like having those extra flashes that you might see coming out of Gecko. For now, at least, though, already shutting down the players in mid, and they are just winning every single battle very easily indeed.
Well, Bladestorm even going to come out here to try and close out this round. I'm not sure this was needed, but you know.
Either a misclick or he's just like, I'm going to get 5 kills next round anyway. So
audacious play if it's the latter. I would side towards a misclick, but maybe it's just asserting the dominance. Oh, first shot, not gonna lie. He's up in the window!
You go, you deserve.
Absolutely. Economic damage now looking pretty good for Gen.G. Already 2 rifles dropped. Let's see how many more. Again, there's so much money on the other side, but
this is why they have 3 players on the other side of the map. The reliance on Texture. No escape available at this stage, so he's just going to have to run. And he will hightail it out, but there's been a catch in mid.
Yeah, this is a big kill. Losing their utility, they're going to filter back in very quickly on the side of Gen.G to take that space, but the cost is massive. 2 kills and a big player taken down. If Gen.G decide, or if EDG, pardon me, try to switch directions, Gen.G would be blind to it. Up close here, Texture's already used his dash. There's no easy way out. And with the shot, not hit! Nobody is punishing again and again! Lakia, the last man standing. Once the herald of this region. It was all we heard about again and again. Oh, wait till he steps on the international stage. It's like, not soon enough. Texture has rotated in, and in fact, Karon's on the way to help out. It's gonna be a stacked site, and Munchkin at least grabs one. This is what we needed to see, and Texture now canceled out completely.
Yeah. Second time he's lost it, but he was given an opportunity. Nice shot from Meteor, though. Gonna go back in with the Sheriff. Still just means a 1-for-1 trade, but Karon's starting to step up. This is starting to look doable as he gets a second off the back of the Guardian. And now that Bladestorm, at least a couple of knives should be online. Smoggy just waiting patiently. Little bro is going to give his position away. I like the aggressive position as well. Like, Munchkin has pushed because you already have the man advantage. You don't really need to be in such an aggressive position anymore, but there isn't a safe way out. This needs to be at least a 1-for-1 trade, and I think he's going to get maybe even more than that. The only thing is the timing. There's that first when Smoggy comes around the corner. The hard check.
Spike down A.
Really saved the day with that one. Nobody's gonna recon out after dropping texture, making it up top, but Karon spotting it. And for EDG, the spike is now down. They've got plenty of control. The B side is theirs. But what are they gonna do with it? Nothing without that spike. It's Con, 1 versus 3, 20 seconds left. And it seems like this round is already over. No, the angle's a little off on Timmy. So he's sneaking his way through, but now he's being spotted. And with 12 seconds left, there is no chance to plant. They're just going to send one player. Well, actually, they're going to scatter in every direction, ensuring no matter what, he can't get all 3 kills.
Yeah, if it was anyone else, I think maybe there'd be a bit of confidence. You're going, do we want to face into Con? Nah, not really. They are going to hit the steps, though.
That's why.
In towards the speed take, but again, the read from Gen.G, they've got that early rotation. They've set texture up over on the A site. And actually, we're going to see a Hunter's Fury popped. They're going to try and get that opener, and they might just succeed. Nice work to take out Karon. That weakens the defense a bit, but there are still multiple players here. And the hold on mid to make sure they can't rotate back.
Well, that hold's just now given up, but they're aware it could still be online. Instead, they're going to commit towards the B side rather than going to A, and it's worked out fantastically. Just Munchkin left. He's got some support on the way. Meteor just making it through the halls, but look who's right behind them. Nobody snuck his way in, and he's grabbed a quick double. The lead now convincingly in their favor, and with alert from CHICHOO. Oh, CHICHOO's at least been spotted, but they don't react in time. A free kill for him, but not the follow-up. Meteor's at least able to keep this control, as the lockdown now is a big threat for EDG. They're going to give up the site control. Spams on the way as they retreat. Con keeping their back secure, but a Viper's Pit to stop them from getting back into the site, to stop them from keeping their Viper's Pit online. EDG completely shut out of the A site. Now they've got to go looking elsewhere, but in fact, they've already gone looking elsewhere. They've pushed up mid, made it through the tube. They'll be spotted immediately by the turret, but with 5 HP here, a big threat for texture. He's got an op that can one-hit them. If they've got anything, they can one-hit him back.
Yeah, they still have the spike over on A, though. They are still going in this direction. Haodong needs to find something here, and he does. It leaves it down to just one player actually within the site. They have to go running in, though. Karon might be able to just ruin their day! For now, at least, looking like a similar setup to what we've seen before. Now, Karon has to be careful. He got isolated last time. In fact, he's playing anti-flash, ready for it, and will even pick off that first kill.
He's done extremely well. They know he's here, but the backup is covering him until he swings into Con. A dangerous play for anyone to make. One that, well, was punished that time, but the trade is good. 2 versus 4. Munchkin and Meteor extremely low after that engagement. But what can really be done by just a lone gun of Smoggy? 15 seconds or so to get that spike on the ground, and it looks like it will make it. Well, here comes the null command, and assumably the rest of the EDG squad will be following up with it. A full play towards the A site. And Lakia seems to be point of contact. It's nobody to find one with texture down. Munchkin soon to follow, but EDG find a roadblock. Lakia just the one before he falls, as the defensive side is now locked out. 2 versus 3. Meteor, okay, he's caught nobody up top. The spike's still not planted, but Smoggy get going. Lakia, it's hard not to be drawn to.
He's dead.
Well, that's about as poor a start as you could get for the poor guy. He's got the 1 kill, no assists on the back of it, but his teammates looking to pick up the pieces here in the pistol. Already finding a lot of value is Meteor, and he's got backup. Even if they take him down now that he's super low or hear his steps running away, they should not assume that there's another player around here. It's free for texture. He's also not being off to a great start. A lot of whiffed up shots, but this one, it couldn't get any easier. There you go. Smoggy down, nobody left. 1v3, Meteor low, but everyone else is healthy. And the time is on Gen.G's side. This will be a impressive clutch, to say the least. He's got the first already. Okay, maybe there is a chance. If Gen.G are planning to go back here with Meteor still being so far up, or if he's trying to sneak behind them, which it looks like that was the idea. Not very successful.
No. Now you're going to have Lakia looking to try and lead the charge. There was a snake bite down. I don't know if that's actually going to deny it. No, it isn't. Managed to reposition, so that's something at least. Already, though, with that man advantage and CHICHOO on a fast flank. Bear in mind, because they lost Meteor, they don't actually have any flank watch. He is just walking up behind them. This is looking like some of the freest kills he's ever going to have. Manages the first, but now he's just a nuisance. I think it's going to be immediately checked, and I think it may have been. I don't know if Munchkin caught the angle, but Kankan definitely saw him, and here comes that double flash, but he's managed to avoid both. And Kankan, you can't allow him to survive in these sort of positions, just continues his aggression. Karon, the only one left. He does still have the spike. He's going to try and get the Reptile.
This drone's going to get so much information as well. Here comes the dash, and the dash out of Kankan as well. He is repositioning and caught, falling out of the sky. Smoggy's made it out.
Actually, Karon goes down trying to kill him.
Oh, no.
CHICHOO has managed to get that kill. I think he was up top. Counter flash, but it shouldn't matter too much. The HP is so much in favor of their opponents. I don't know how EDG are going to find a gap in here. Oh, Tex just kind of got lost a little bit. No cover either. Somehow we're back in a 3v3.
Yeah, the EDG have managed to create their own opportunities. The real problem, though, is the time on the clock and the amount of Gen.G players tucked away. EDG make the call. They go aggressive to try and root these players out of post-plant positions, but Meteor's got an angle, and up top, they've spotted that there's no player slightly out of the circle, especially with the height of it. Flash in deep, but Haodong already saw him. Well handled to find the first. The numbers sit towards Gen.G with the site under their control, and now the actual advantage, 4 versus 3. EDG on the fight back. They've got a flank underway. They've managed to sneak their way up pretty close with that turret down. And they've got a lot of control, but Gen.G have to be aware of this. And even as the turret comes back up for a moment, it's too late. They've already gotten past, and it's Kankan, the danger man. Now operator in hand, dash online, Blade Storm in the back pocket, and he's making his way forward. He's making noise while the rest of his team come in to fill the gaps, and the players spotted up top. That's an ambitious way to try and take that fight. Munchkin's actually got an opportunity now, but Smoggy saves. Gen.G, they have to be a bit more conscious of how they use these. So obviously off rip, you're going to see the Blade Storm pop to make up for the economic disadvantages. Munchkin also using his ultimate, the null command, I mean, robbing them of their abilities if they're close enough, and a Viper's Pick committed. So I said they need to reserve them. They have dumped them into this round, with a lockdown being the only thing they'll carry through to the next.
I don't know if they will.
That's the thing, if they keep it.
Yeah, the Judge investment, I like it from Munchkin. He's going to play a close corner within this Viper's Pit. I feel like they almost need this one just to keep their economy strong, and they are utility dumping already. Tex just going to pick off one, but so much util thrown in to clear him out. It's easier said than done, though, as he takes out CHICHOO along with it. Nobody trying to clear this backline. Somehow Kankan's found another. They may not get to use that ultimate at all because they're being picked apart. It's left all on to Karon, but the time is ticking low. If he gets this kill, it's surely done, and it will be. But he's going to go down with it.
This man's crazy. He hasn't even popped his dash yet.
He also doesn't know that someone's already crossed to the other side. So this really is a very, very audacious play. He's dead. He's definitely dead. I don't know if that was maybe slight misinformation, but even still a filthy shot to open. The take in the meantime has come in onto the B site. So a single bullet tapped, and CHICHOO just ruins his opponent. They're not even going to get the spike down, and now this is a problem. Things become so much more difficult. The spam through from nobody is so clean, and now Texture, the hero, the man that has been highlighted throughout this tournament so far, he's got to find 3 to try and save them. The spike is down. Nobody has already spotted him on the angle. There is no hope. EDG. They are both insanely strong on these duelists, but so is nobody. And he's going to go almost immediately. Does take one with him, though.
Well, the Fnatic Classic finds one as Kankan escapes with his life. They made it here in some way. They're living on. Well, let's see if he can find any more with his low HP. He's actually going back out to aggress for some information. This is a risky play, but he's cleared a lot of control, but it's up close Munchkin that I'm worried about. As the peak comes through, nice connection, down to 47, but Munchkin finding that kill keeps him alive for the clutch. The 1 versus 2 that he finds himself in, a 3K to close this one out, and the first player he has to deal with is up in heaven. He hasn't realized that. Now it's his turn, I suppose. Hopefully not 2 maps in a row, though, as we know what Lakia is capable of. Gen.G up close, but it's Kankan having pushed through the wall that will find the kill. A blast pack down to deter further aggression, and he's out scot-free. Advantage for EDG.
Now, Gen.G have no control. They're only just making their way into mid. Like, this is such a slow attempted take. It's getting very, very scary for them, and they even still had a nade on the other side to deter them even more.
Smoggy still got the stun in back pocket as well, but it's not going to be used till they dive onto site by the looks of things. Haodong spotted and now challenged by Munchkin. Good kill found, but it's Con that's returning. Like for like, nade down is perfect. It's not going to be planted anytime soon, and time is running out. Just 6 seconds left with nobody, all alone. He's not able to deny. Plant going down, but he knows where both players are, at least roughly. Snuck his way past around the back of the site. They don't know that just yet. But I like the idea to group up together.
2 flashes, a paranoia, like they have so much utility for this take-in. Already though, great start. Meteor, even while blinded by the paranoia, is going to be able to find one, and he gets the second as well. The Jewel is finally coming alive, but here comes that showstopper. They have to back out. There's only 20 seconds left. Any time that could be bought could be paramount. It's done so much damage. 21. And well, now the HP healing back up onto Karon. He's going to TP to the other side of the map, but look how close nobody is. A flash just to try and catch him. He's going to be able to get the plant in, but look at where the rest of the players are. They've got to go sprinting to try and get back in here. It is shaky from CHICHOO. I don't think it's going to matter, though. There's nothing they can do to stop this. It's a very peculiar... This is disgusting.
Yeah, no way you expect this. Reacting to it, well, apparently is easy enough.
All right.
Texture just tanked a shotgun to the face. CHICHOO's got a 50-50. If he checks left, he... Oh, no!
What?
Oh, Munchkin! A chance for more as well. The shots didn't land, but... Well, this has been a bit of an unusual start to things. EDG have the advantage in rounds, but not in this one. The man advantage was to Gen.G. Now it's just right about even with a rifle recovered by Lakia and movement towards this A site, but TP in. Haodong's in position to stop them from easily walking into this A site, and he's checking heaven. Lakia needs to win this fight on the way out. In fact, timing will be a key factor for him. The flash goes towards the elbow. It seems like he's safe to cross with EDG too far away to do anything at this point with Smoggy still in spawn.
Again, the time getting a little bit low, but the aftershock won't be placed before anything else can be done. Lakia still having his Tiger. Oh, he is going to be able to spot the man in the corner. Haodong, though, not stunned up. It doesn't matter. Even still comes back into the trade. Smoggy with his full belt of utility still online. Hasn't had to use any of it just yet. Instead, he's going to potentially just go walking through this smoke, and Lakia keep things even throughout. I think they'll be quite content. Already a fantastic start. Meteor has been great throughout the series on an individual level. That's a little audacious, though. Trade out with the showstopper will keep it in their favor, and KK just goes through. The movement's sublime. And now just looks to try and get a little bit more. The Rolling Thunder's going to leave Texture completely stunned up, but he hasn't been spotted. One bullet is all he needs, but KK's there again. A third kill for him already, and he needs the ace. He's going to look to try and get it half, but he's completely blinded. Already baiting them out. A second flash, and there is no hope.
They have no control anywhere else, so there's not much of a backup plan here. The showstopper, well, that's plan A, and it hasn't worked out. Those players slowed down, sure, split, but they've already got players towards the site. Meteor's in position, teammates coming in to rally alongside him, and the retake attempt from EDG, it's not going too well. Kills swinging in favor of Gen.G, trade after trade, and a 3 versus 2. Lakia, 4 health, but there's not exactly too much they can do to take him down. If he's hit in those corners, maybe CHICHOO needs a miracle snake bite to land. And it could come in off the back of the plant. It's Lakia attempting the plant. But they don't know just how low he is. Viper's Pit activated, and that's going to even the playing field a little bit.
It was so close to taking him down, but now Meteor in the right. And it's worked. It's pulled at least KK for the moment, but that stun is sublime. Now they'll have an extra player in to support. Nobody already watching, but he doesn't get either. Luckily, KK is there.
Oh. And so is CHICHOO. Good shot to start and a follow-up. That's sublime. 21 HP left. He's in danger, but he's got 2 players close to back him up. And with 20 seconds left, it's time to get that spike planted for Gen.G. The last player standing will take CHICHOO down, but still 3 more. 15 seconds left. And surely this plant cannot be acquired. He'll tap it first to try and fade into a fight. Look at this shift back towards heaven. They're ready to reunite, but Meteor can't go down. He has to maintain this control. Thought about walking into spawn. Instead, it's the sight on the back of a flash. A dash now up close to the pit, and as CHICHOO thinks about going outside of it, that could be the end of his life if he did. It's all down to timing. He's won the first, but that's all he gets.
Yeah, really nice trades. Lakia was well aware, and in fact, Meteor almost gets the kill himself. KK, though, you can't give this man that much space. Quickly takes 2. This round has starting to fall apart. They know exactly where Texture is, but can't quite connect onto him. The Tyke's gonna go through, but he runs through on the other side into the 1v1, but it's...
This should be an interesting one. It's right off rip. Both are used, and Texture! A double kill, but there's still one man standing. Not anymore. This is Texture's round.
Yeah. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Spike planted.
And now, well, for the remaining players, what do you even do? You've just lost the entirety of your B defense. Everybody was here waiting for this play to come through. Counter utility used to deny anything. That was the thing, the aftershock cleared a player out of position. It didn't matter. The paranoia wasn't even utilized in that initial take. To find any space here is gonna almost rely on a mistake. And what was it? You know what? Somehow Smoggy has made this interesting. It won't matter though. He started.
Only one got to be fired. That is absolutely gorgeous for Texture, disrupting the plan of his opponents and getting ahead by just an inch, just a second. That's all he needed. And a gorgeous. That's for sure. EDG still just toying with that map control. It looks like they'll be taking the fight eventually, and it's Con and Smoggy to find the openings. Heaven completely under their control, or so they think. There is a fill back in by Meteor, but, well, it doesn't look like EDG have decided on where they're going. The spike is still in spawn, checking for a flank, and they're just waiting for Gen.G to make that move to re-clear the space. Player spotted up close, stun is good. And he's only bought himself a second as that smoke fades. CHICHOO lands this shot. Texture on 45, in a lot of trouble. Emerging from the smoke element of surprise! How has he gotten all three? He was 45, now 15 HP, with nobody, all alone. The frenzy up close in heaven. He has thread the needle beautifully for that one. And with Texture being on 15 HP, to be honest, after what I just saw, it's anyone's game, but 14 seconds left. Nobody has to be so quick. And look at Texture, he's already here. This could decide it. If he can speed his way through heaven, he might get the angle just after the plant. It all depends on where nobody's looking.
If he gets 1 or 2 kills and dies, that could be enough. They've actually got a great read as well. 3 players set up, Tiger through. Now there is a judge coming out from Karon. The push through on the other side, but the trades have come in. Kept things in their favor. They don't expect Meteor to be here. Why would you? Another man pushing into mid, and Karon's there alongside him. Gen.G could give themselves a massive boost if they could take this round away, and well, Smoggy, he has now got some serious weight to carry. 3 players, spike in mid, and they have a decent idea of where he's coming from, and his opponent's picked up a judge.
Yeah, picked up a judge and is sitting inside a smoke, so very best of luck to Smoggy here. Blind spray is probably his best chance.
He could stun all of them.
True, but he doesn't want to give it away. It's a contact play. Confusing sometimes. The GPS doesn't work. Nice shot by Meteor, doubled up on as well. The Outlaw putting in work in this round to control middle. And for EDG, you know, this is somewhere they have been dangerous before. We said it in the last map. When they've got pistols, they were able to upset a lot of opposition. But Gen.G seemed to have a real handle on it, never letting these disadvantageous rounds slip out of their control.
This has genuinely become a race for who's going to be #1 on the scoreboard between Texture and Meteor. Karon is still like in a close 3rd place, but those two have started to just completely run away with this one. But, you know, he's always terrifying. Guardian gets him a first. Now, he's actually a couple away. 1 more kill, even if he goes down. He's so quick with it. A single bullet is all he needs. A plant is actually going to give him a showstopper, but he has to try and fall back from it. And actually, the defenders are going to use their own one. Karon's just found another one. Finally, it takes a bazooka to take him out. He's given some essence of hope for Haodong. Showstoppered as he popped his.
Yeah, he did actually blast back up in the air. Yeah, true. Haodong, wrong way. Wasn't looking into the oncoming traffic. That's 3 players swinging out on B main. He doesn't even get the info that there's 3 of them there. It's the worst part. Gets shot in the back. Then you got 2 more players coming through vent, but a reposition from Meteor. He is more than ready for this, but okay, it's the right rope. It's being taken. Texture's dropped on B. Now you might start to think it's a B play, although they've just heard them on the ropes. Yeah, now you're sticking around. Meteor's here. He's ready to fight, although they'll give up control up top. It's that, not only the scope, but the Blade Storm backing it up that's been activated in heaven. And EDG, I mean, look, they're playing blind no matter where they go, but as we can see, it might be the wrong decision. Meteor's already considering the rotate.
30 seconds left.
I think we're looking at Khan and what can he find here? He's been stellar, and that's already the star they were looking for, leading the way into the side. He doesn't know there's another man behind him. Will be taken out, but that entry does enough. Puts things into a 2v2. Meteor Blade Storm out, maybe trying to deny any sort of plant, but hasn't been able to. And the rotation coming around from Munchkin, you'd think he maybe wait a moment, but he just does it all himself. Out here. Smokes could be gone within a second because this man is just not missing. He's now one away from Texture, by the way. Both players have been unstoppable.
Yeah, it seems like a formality with the way rounds have been going. The fact that it's a 5v3 and the amount of hero plays that would be needed from EDG to fight their way back into a 7-round in a row. A 7-round deficit. And yeah, has to be consecutive. I like the idea, sending the really slow play through middle to try to find a gap. They've not seen anyone in vents. Move towards heaven. Munchkin's in position. He's got one, and not the follow-up. But Khan has another challenge. It's Meteor's up that's come through with a dash still online and a player sitting down below. That's Lakia, who seems to be destined to close this round out. There it is. Not just the round.
Yeah, I've leaked what she said. She can come find me if she wants. Either way.
You're not winning that fight, Tom.
I know.
I'll let you know. Just like
but I wanted to say it that bad that I'm happy to be beaten up.
But just like Khan there, not winning that fight as he gets dropped on that defensive side. An aggressive push that's now left Haodong in a little bit of an isolated position. If he didn't have 2 players right behind him, it's a pretty heavy stack up on B. And after finding that opening kill in this direction, especially if they took down Haodong, they might consider just full blitzing the B site. That seems to be the plan, Tom, but there could be danger here. Still a trap on site. It gets destroyed, and the cam's gone. A lot of control. Smoggy though with it. Oh, okay, never mind. No, but the poison orbs up, and that should keep them back.
Yeah, they've got the information that they are still here. It's the split into middle that could definitely make things a little bit more interesting. Trying to almost bait with the shots. Ow, and they haven't actually seen it. Already first duel going their way, but nice work from Haodong. Smoggy as well, combining. Desperately low on HP, but they've managed to weather the storm, hold them back that little bit longer. Leaving just 2 players remaining. Make it 1. It is.
It's going to be pulled right away. Into another dimension he goes. He's got to fall back, so he's left his gate crash in towards A main, clearing out this like a recon.
Look how far back they've gone.
And yeah, I mean, they've made the right call rather than being blitzed on. Karon has such a good angle for the rotate through. There's no way CHICHOO could have expected that.
Yeah, it's the orchestrator, the conductor from the back of the gun barrel spotted. The start from Texture is going to make it so much more problematic. Clearing out these players from the back line is going to be impossible. Bear in mind, they've got snakebite lineups. They could use a gravity well, but I don't think they're even going to need it. Picking this team apart, Smoggy at least has found one, but here comes those lineups. Anybody even gets close to that spike, and they've already spotted both players. Meteor's blinded himself, but it doesn't even matter. And now the Grabwell's also caught out Smoggy.
The dash was hurt. They know Khan is coming around this angle. 2 players are lined.
He's about to come under some serious pressure, and at least support has began to rotate in. And Smoggy actually pushing into his own util to try and just get anything there, and it's so easy. They are making this look like a walk in the park, or maybe a walk along the beach. Finally, there's been a response, but just look at where the players are. The afterplant will again ensue. The rats will go back into their corners. There's no hope.
Yeah, this is a very strange position to find ourselves in, considering how we started this series out, Tom. I thought we were in for a quick day, and, well, it might be 3 maps, but with the way things are going, it could be in the runtime of 2. 13-8, 13-5, and Gen.G now leading 5-1. The question, how many rifles can EDG carry through to the next round? Already one is spotted towards the elbow, and there's the crunch coming in from Meteor. He gets 1, and there's more players on the way.
Where do you go?
They're willing to commit. They're boxing him in. CHICHOO knows his only chance is to come out this attacking side in the coming rounds. Good shot by Smoggy. That's Texture down already. Some economy damage. But we need to see a lot of rifles dropped, and really, we're looking for a round win for EDG every
this could be big.
time they run it. Nice position. Oh, no!
He puts his gun away! And instead, well, it's a little bit later, but it still works out for Karon. There was a chance that he gets picked off, but that lurk was filthy. And again, look, they're just going to use the Cosmic Divide, get themselves the afterplant. And do I believe there's any hope in the aftermath? Maybe. They've at least eliminated one of the players, but I don't even think they realize just yet where everything's going down.
Yeah, just look up in the sky, see that cosmic divide, that'll give it away. But they were looking to clear out any lurkers around, no one to be found. Rifles potentially retrievable. Something. But if you're on EDG right now, the real concern is Smoggy and Haodong being so low. A bullet, all that's needed. With an ult for Meteor that we've seen used before to just clear this site out, get them on there, and get the plant in. And then if it's Munchkin planting, that's the Viper's Pit. If he takes the orb, that's the Viper's Pit, and a really tough way back through. We're going for a Hunter's Fury, blind as a bat. And unfortunately, it's not found anything. With the orb retrieved, here comes the Pit to cover the plant. Now you don't have that Hunter's Fury to clear your way back through. The null command, it's not in on time, and there's not really a lot of coordination for EDG right now. They're still covering out some of this map. It looks like they want to go forward. There's a flank on the way from Karon. There's really not a lot going for this defensive side, even though it's a 5v4. The odds are stacked against them.
Yeah, so much needs to happen, and I don't even know if they're going to get anything again! Karon got caught with no gun in hand, and Karon is just doing so much damage, devastation. Smoggy at least, it's just executing. The team that didn't fear Gen.G just get... The fact is, I'll be honest, I've kind of forgot they even had a Cypher at this point. Like, I just don't think that CHICHOO's been able to find anything. And, it's gonna get one for free. Finally, Munchkin's died, by the way. I think that's only death number 2.
Is the trade that they get there, Munchkin falling, it is big. It is removing a lot of the utility that gets them out to sight. Problem is, it was Con dropped on the other side. That's your entry. Haodong tries to fill the role, and he's shut down immediately. Lakia is caught in the corner, though, trapped in there, and the big iron takes him down. Back up. Well, the first shot doesn't hit. But Meteor's most certainly does. They don't know that there's a player sitting on the site. Smoggy has a chance, but I think he just broke the gate crash, so now the info will be there that there is still someone sitting around. There's going to be a bodyguard on the planter, so no chance to deny it. And the real hope, okay, well, that was actually a good chance. Some damage done. The eyes focused forward. Good flash and good punish. Even though CHICHOO catches one from behind, he's going to swing straight into this op. I like the cage. Great use of it. Great swing. Oh, but he doesn't hit the kill shot. 55 HP, but that's enough for Texture to still be able to duel. And with Meteor coming around the other side, I don't see a lot of ways this goes for CHICHOO. He needs to be quick, clean, and clinical. Good shot, good correction as well. Meteor forced back, and the defuse is underway. No utility for the Yoru. It's going to be a drive peek, and it's worked. Lets them get close from middle and then pop. No. He's out. Okay, cool. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, he's been hunted. Oh my God, the damage is huge.
That's one of the best Hunter's Furies I've ever seen. It just tagged both. That's ridiculous from Lakia. After a first map to forget, he has been fantastic ever since. Back with a vengeance.
And look who it is they killed, Tom. That's your Viper's Pit, down and out of the round. No way back through for them now.
Spike planted.
Oh, nobody's going to try. He's got some support, but again, there's a smoke to deny them. A Meteor in an aggressive position just doesn't seem to be missing it. No matter who you are, you shut this man out completely, but that has been the story thus far. Even being played with by an opponent. You can see just trying to make this awkward, try and make this confusing, and there's Texture. Even still, though, Kan has managed to take him down. A trade, which, I'll be honest, so far has been unusual. A deep mid position from nobody, but looks away just as they make the cross. The entire team comes out, and then Kan peeks into the lot of them. He has had a cursed game so far. Finally, we see there's a Cypher.
He got a tag, Tom! He got a tag!
It's because they're finally going B. That doesn't happen very often. It doesn't matter, though. They're still losing every single fight ahead of them. CHICHOO probably gobsmacked that they've actually entered into the B site. I don't know where he's hoping to go here. They're so ready for it. He does at least manage to drop the player planting, but it's after they've already planted. And while just as Meteor taking space. There hasn't been a battle or a brawl in this round. EDG have played a little bit more passive. It doesn't make a damn difference. They're being battered. Kan again tries to be the hero, but this time and every time he has been shut down. Haodong, CHICHOO, well, there's nothing they could do. A nice shot at least. Still know where they are. But knowing and doing anything about it It's going to be another thing altogether. The plant not the safest, but let's go. Still, the players up against them are not ones that you can be foolish, that you can give chances to, and they have struggled on this defensive time before. EDG clearly not giving up just yet, but this man in pistol rounds is devastating as ever. The lurking Karon is all that remains. Watch your flank.
It's a trap here as well. Just gets caught by that. There's the info to play with. It will be a legendary comeback. Kankan using Fnatic's pistol. He'll have to channel some of that energy and then some.
Yeah, you need more.
Said EDG have some upgrades, but there's no such thing as, oh, well, we lost the bonus, it's all good. No. You gotta win that bonus, and nobody's off to a flying start with Karon already down and out. Gen.G's numbers thin out, and the A side. Well, you see, with the wall already up, I think they're gonna wait for another pulse. When the wall goes down, Kankan might have an opportunity to spray away. Good spray through, it's dealing some damage. Texture's forced back, caught by nobody. This is a good look for the side of EDG, trading out one after another. We said they needed to win this bonus, and it looks like they've got it locked down, but Meteor has a free kill, and it's been left to a 1v2. Very winnable for Meteor. TP, I love this. I don't know if he's gonna commit. I imagine it's a fake for info, and then he can sneak his way through to the site, but let's see.
Both players sat back. He does take the TP. It's being watched by Kankan. Both players around this angle. It would have to be a mistake at this stage, and even Kankan, one of the most confident players, decides it's not work. EDG starting to bridge the gap, and that's one hell of a way to kick off the bye round.
Could clear him, or at least keep him behind this Viper wall as it's about to go up and the push to come through. Texture, no dash. He's being silenced, suppressed, but he still fires back. 23 HP though, and the players are quickly circling him, encircling him, I should say, and finally taking him down. Munchkin and Karon to do it all. Nice shot by Karon. There's an opportunity. If he can buy some time, the flank will catch another off guard, and now it's winnable again. Gen.G has suddenly found legs in the round, but a snake bite in hand leads to Munchkin's death. Karon has to clutch this alone. He's keeping his opponent behind the pyramid.
It looks like they might be about to use Kankan as a bit of a sledgehammer. Information going to be found, though. Already clearing out A main, and I don't know if he's going to get far enough. Might be able to spot some of the players in mid. That would be huge. He has. He's seen that they're still passively waiting. Will TP back to the site, but it means that they're not going to pull any early rotations just yet. In fact, though, EDG are going to use that as a move towards B.
Cage up from CHICHOO as well. He's making his way around mid for the lurk. The rest of the players need to break through the B site. Viper utility to block them on the retake, but the fight is taken instead. Munchkin blinded up completely, but Kankan can't get it done with Karon on the side. 3 kills quickly found, and even the Blade Storm frag on the flanker.
They beat DRX, they beat PaperX, they've beaten Loud. These are teams that have all been within top 4 at international events. Now they look to beat the China #1, a team again who's been in the playoffs before, and this time it's looking like it might be theirs. Just 2 kills away from creating history for their organization within Valorant. And it's looked like it is done and dusted. Gen.G will be the second.